So something just made me think now. My kidneys are hurting pretty bad. My neurological disorder for the last 25 years is 50-50 right now. My kidneys are the worst, I would say, shooting an electrical charge through my back, it feels like. But my stomach is by far the worst right now. And after 20 years when I of acid reflux, stomach issues, eating issues, all that, yeah, I'm not really enjoying the ulcer type feeling that I get when I lay on my back for too long. But all that is not the funny part. Just in case I stutter and have to do another take, I just wanted to mention that. Screw it, I'm not doing another take. So the funny thing that made me kind of laugh just now is I was remembering Lawrence. So it was pouring out. The bottom of my feet were like a greenish mushroom was the pads of my feet got waterlogged from wearing sandals for days and days. No, sorry, actually, light sneakers for days and days and days and days. And I started to get this green mushroom pattern where my feet started to be like dead layers of skin that turned green. It was just dead and hurt, and it was like a greenish color, and it started the mushroom on the sides of my foot. I don't know what the hell that was, but it wasn't fun. So I went to a kid's house named Nick. Now, this Nick, oh, I can't remember. This was the fat kid from the Haverhill program Crossroads. Big, big, heavy set kid. The kid who gave me the orange pumpkin sweater. Big kid, extra, extra large. But I ran into him in Lawrence. Apparently, he was on Section 8 housing. He was on Social Security because his grandmother got him on Social Security when he was 19. So he had an apartment in Lawrence. It's actually a house at the bottom, that's split up in the different sections. He's on Social Security. He's letting every homeless person live with him. So I was one of the people he knew, so he says, "Come on in." Now, I didn't like this kid. He's a total thief and he steals everything, but I don't have anything for him to steal right now. So, hey, what do I have to lose? So I go in there and I'm soaking wet, and he tells me, "Take off your clothes already. We don't want to see you naked or nothing, but go in my extra bedroom, take whatever you want from the pile." I say, "The pile?" He goes, "Yeah, all the homeless people that come by here leave a bunch of clothes in the pile and then never come back." So I open the door and I see Mount Clothing. It's probably something like 200 articles of clothing stacked up to about 4 to 5 feet high, almost as tall as a person, but I would say a little lower, so 4 feet. Let's call it 4 feet high, easily up to your chest nipples. And this clothing pile goes out very wide, very wide. So I'm like, holy shit. I got a whole store here. I said, "Are you sure I can just pick out whatever?" He goes, "It fits you, it's yours." He goes, "You see shoes you like, go for it." The shoes were all ruined, no good shoes. Homeless people really look for shoes. It's hard to find free good shoes. So there's always somebody wanting shoes, so nope, no shoes. But there's a pair of Adidas sandals. Great. Okay. Better than nothing. My shoes need to dry. Great. A pair of socks, Adidas sandals, a bathrobe, and a pair of shorts. I will grab some other clothes and take a look. I don't really trust them. There could be bed bugs or something on them, but the bathrobe looks brand new. The shorts look good. The underwear looks brand new in the package because I find a package with one pair left in it. And I got socks and a pair of sandals. So I'm doing pretty good. I button up. I think I find a t-shirt or something. I can't remember if I have a t-shirt on or not. And I'm still picking out clothes on the side. But the whole floor is covered in tobacco, by the way, because the people I stay with, they smoke K2, and they get 4 cigars for $1. They split them open and they just throw the tobacco on the floor. They've been doing this for about 2 years. So have you ever seen a barn with all the hay or all the sawdust at a maybe a woodworking place? You see all that sawdust on the ground and you're just walking through it. Well, that's exactly how this apartment was. Just tobacco all over the floor. we were not going to get a single bug. I don't know why I worried about bugs with all that tobacco on the floor. Tobacco is what they use for pesticides in the farm industry. That's what they use to keep the bugs away. Doesn't surprise me. So it's everywhere. Well, anyways, I wake up one morning and I want a cigarette. Nobody has any, so I just start rolling cigarettes. And they go, Zach, where do you get these cigarettes from? I said, don't worry about it. And I give one. They go, these cigarettes are great flavor. These are great. Oh, this cigarette's good, Zach. And I'm just walking around. They say, Zach, who are you, Jesus? I go, what? Where'd you get that idea? There, you got long hair. You got some straggly beard going on with a weird mustache. You're wearing Jesus sandals. You got shorts like Jesus on. You're wearing a robe. You're pulling cigarettes out of thin air like it's a miracle, like you're turning water into wine over there or something. And on top of this, you're talking about peace, love, working together, and helping one another and stuff like this. Are you sure you're not Jesus? I said, no, I'm not doing any miracles over here. I go, how do you guys come up with that stupid idea? They go, I don't know, Zach, but when I was tripping the other night, I swore that you glowed like Jesus. I said, no, 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 that's just you tripping on that cough medicine and acid over there. I said, no, no, no. And they go, well, in that case, where did you get the cigarettes from? I said, from your house. What do you mean, my house? I mean, you have the ingredients for cigarettes all over your house. All I did was walk around to find the freshest tobacco. I found the best papers, put it together with a filter, and then I gave it to you. That's all. You can do that? Of course you can do that. It's tobacco, it's a filter, and it's a paper. Of course you can do that. And they're like, oh, it tastes like grape. That probably was a grape cigar. I don't know. It's all just tobacco all over the floor, but I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. So that was kind of funny that somebody thought that they were so tripping that I was glowing and I'm pulling cigarettes out of thin air, like making water in the wine, and I'm wearing a bathrobe and sandals, shuffling around the house talking about love and working together. And they're like, did we just let Jesus into our house? Oh, 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 that would hurt. Oh, even when I'm laying on my back. That's because I stood up and did too much today. Holy shit. Okay. So I've got this before too, though. It's my personality. Now, my father might not agree because he is in a fantasy land right now, believing my mother's fantasies. But the rest of the population that grew up with me, the kids in the program, the kids in the orphanage, the people I grew up on the streets, the people that I was living in the woods with, the people at shelters, total strangers, the elderly people, the disabled children, just about anybody who actually spent any time with me would go, oh no, that Zach is the kindest, biggest hearted person. Oh no, he just seems like he was victimized a lot and he likes to help a lot of people. Yeah, he's always trying to do more and more to help the people just in general. He has a real problem with being selfless too. Zach, we try to get him to lie to our customers so they wouldn't know what's going on. And Zach was like, I'm sorry, I can't tell a lie even if you fire me. On top of that, Zach is always trying to help out customers. He's always, having these great little love, peace speeches about how we need to work together and how forgiveness moves society forward. He's always trying to come up with a solution to help other people. And some people seem to call him Mr. Fix It, whatever the hell that means. Yeah, I guess you call him and all of a sudden things are fixed. I guess that's why he's in Rochester. I asked that David friend of his, and David said, oh, I needed a Mr. Fix It. And I was like, what do you mean by that? And apparently the manager said that I'm Mr. Fix It. I just come, you call me, you're getting evicted, the table's broken, your wife is yelling at you, you're sad and depressed, you need weed, you don't know which doctor to go to, you need your bed frame fixed, you don't have a bed frame, and all you have is a bunch of milk crates and some random wood, you don't know how you're going to eat because you can't cook your food. No matter what it is, Mr. Fix-It comes. Oh, you can't cook your food? That's okay. See that trash can over there? Grab that real quick. Come on. Where are we going? We're going outside. Why are we going outside? I told you, just Mr. Fix-It is here. Grab that that little tiny, see that little tiny popcorn tin? Grab it. Oh, or do you prefer, or you can use a pot. Just grab it and come with me. Okay, Zach. Fine. What do you want to eat? Steak? I told you, all my electricity is out. So we better eat up the food before it goes bad. Come on, get that steak. I told you, Zach, I can't cook it. Mr. Fix-It is going to take care of you. Just grab the steak and grab the trash can already. Okay, come on with me. Okay, now you're going to see those sticks? Grab them. Yep. Grab the sticks. Grab more sticks. Grab more sticks. We don't got enough. Grab some more sticks. Okay, now put some newspaper at the bottom. Throw those sticks on top. Now you're going to take some coat hangers or some type of rack. Here, take these two metal coat hangers and cross them over. Okay, make a little plate. Or you can also use rocks, or we can use a little bit of a wire rack or a grill cover or whatever we have. Oh, so we're going to put the steak on the top? Yes. We're going to light the fire. We're going to wait for the fire to get in the can. And then we're going to throw the steaks right on the wire on the top with a little bit of butter on the wire. And then they're like, oh, great, I get to eat. It's been 3 days, Zach. Why did I not think of this? I don't know. It's pretty simple. Just light a fire and eat your food. But I don't know. You have a coffee pot and a battery hookup? Yeah, I think I have a car battery somewhere laying around. Do you have $30 for an inverter? Yeah, I guess so, but I was going to use that for dinner. How much food you got in that freezer? Oh, shitloads. Don't spend it on dinner. Come with me. We're going to go get you an inverter. What for? Because we're going to cook that food for you. We're going to have your hot dogs and hamburgers tonight. I told you, I don't have any electricity, Zach. Don't worry about it. Get the inverter, get the car battery. We're going to hook up your coffee pot. It's low enough wattage. Coffee pot? What the fuck am I going to do with that coffee pot? It's a low wattage coffee pot. Don't worry about it. Just get the inverter. Okay, I got the inverter, Zach. Okay, hook up the inverter to your car battery. How much wattage do we have? 1,200. Okay, plenty. Okay, now hook up your coffee pot. But I don't want coffee. I said hook up the coffee pot already. Okay, Zach. Okay, now what the hell are you doing? Throw the hot dogs and water in your coffee pot. Yep. Just throw some water into the coffee pot. Throw your hot dogs in there. Just let them boil. Come with me to the trash can outside. We're going to start throwing the burgers on. We also could do some cooked burgers over the wood if you like. I mean, like the hot dogs we could put on the wire and we could stick over there a couple marshmallows, s'mores, whatever you like. We also can boil the vegetables in the coffee pot. And there's a million other ways to cook too. You got a dishwasher that works? No, I told you we lost power. Okay, I can't help you there. The dishwasher takes too much electricity. How about a gas stove? No. Okay. Well, we have that. How about lighting, Zach? What are we going to do for lighting? Well, we could use a LED, but do you have any cooking oil? Yeah. Do you have any cloth, like a shirt I can rip up? Sure. Do you have any glass bottles or anything like that? Well, I guess so. Well, this one's going to flicker real rough. If you have anything, I can drill a hole on the side. Like, do you have any of those metal bottles, like those, the beer ones? Yeah. I drink Budweiser in the metal bottle. Perfect. Go get it for me. Is it empty? Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna pound this nail to make a small hole on the side. Put your cloth on the top. Fill it with some cooking oil, and then we're gonna glue it to a plate so it doesn't knock over. Now light it. Hey, that works great. Yep. Old fashioned. Yeah, it's gonna leave a little soot, but you can collect that soot and you can use it as ink. What? Yeah, the canola oil you're burning, if you put a plate over the flame and collect the soot, you can make Japanese ink. Oh, Zach, how do you come up with this shit? I don't know. I'm just Mr. Fix It, I guess. I don't come up with it. It just comes to me. You told me you needed something. I looked around your house. There you go. Now you got a lamp. You got ink being made. You got a nice burger cooking. You got some hot dogs and vegetables. You're all good. And we didn't even have nothing. All we had is a couple sticks from outside, a trash can, a coffee pot, and a car battery. Well, you did have money for an inverter. Yeah, but this is nuts. You should see me bake cookies. Bake cookies with no electricity? Yep, I can bake cookies with no electricity too. I can cook you a pancake as well. What? How you do a pancake? Okay, take that coffee pot out. I'm going to make you a silver dollar pancake. Just put a little batter directly on the hot plate. Make sure you butter it and just flip it right on the coffee pot hot plate. It takes less electricity than a regular hot plate, but you also could buy a hot plate and hook it up to your inverter. Well, what are we going to do for heat for the night? Well, I guess you got to make a rocket stove and make the heat go out, but that's illegal. There isn't much options. You'll have to get some propane tanks and try to use some type of little heater. I don't know what to tell you there. There's about 100 different ways, but each one is going to require money unless you're doing dry wood burning, what inside could be dangerous, so I don't suggest it. But we could try to just build you a small fireplace that runs out the window, but you might be arrested or get fined. So that's why they call me Mr. Fix It. Like, my roommate now, he was getting evicted. His roommate didn't want to pay. I came up here and Mr. Fixed it. Another person was getting evicted and was moving into the shelter. Mr. Fix It fixed it. The problem is that my problems can't be fixed while my father's holding my health and my life hostage and trying to go along with my mother's fantasies. And until my father steps up to the plate and takes responsibility for what happened, I have to live like this in pain. And I've tried to fix it. I've gone to doctors. Mr. Fix It has done everything he can for 25 years to fix it. But Mr. Fix It has some other Mr. Fix It fixing their shit. My father is his own Mr. Fix It. And he wants to fix his wife's shit and not have me get fixed at all. Meanwhile, as I'm trying to fix myself, my father doesn't want to get in any trouble or take any responsibility. Even though I've told him I'm willing to work with him, give him forgiveness, and work, but he just wants to scream at me and blame me. He wants to act like I'm the problem. Meanwhile, I'm the person hurt by him and his wife's problems. They put their problems onto me. They decided to go to doctors and overprescribe. They decided to say fantasies to a doctor, and in today's age, that's dangerous. I was on Seroquel, Thorazine, Xanax, Wellbutrin, Ritalin, Lamictal, Risperidone, and much, much more. And even my nipples were leaking milk during childhood. My nephew saw it, and then we showed it to my nephew's mother, and then my mother knew about it. We showed it to my mother, but they never stopped it. They continued to give me this medication for about a year or two after my nipples were now known to be leaking milk.